Hi everyone, it's Simon Burns from the Spiritual Marketing Club and Stress Coach Training. Now in today's video, I'm going to talk about the power of visuals and imagery in your marketing and why visuals are something that you should, I don't mean just consider carefully, but utilize images in the best way for your business. So when I'm trying to help people with their branding in the market, particularly healers, we're all about trying to be authentic and get the energy of what we're offering. But it's also about telling a story. That's what marketing, and marketing can be fun, it can be creative, right? So one of the things that I use is the use of what we call brand personality or even brand archetypes, and that helps the client understanding the psychology of colour. But one of the things that I try to encourage, those who work with me is to use imagery, and sometimes they find it hard to get their head around about it at first. But if we can understand that 65% of people communicate in their learning style is mostly visual, so that's how they process information. So it's approximately 65% of the world process things. Their strongest communication or learning style is actually visually. That's how they interpret things, right? But also what you've got to understand that if you think about since television has came, you think how far back that is, many people are used to visuals evoking. That's what we've been conditioned. So visuals play a very important part of the modern day world. And no matter if we like it or not, visuals trigger certain beliefs and thoughts and certain emotions, right? So when you consider that, then you can understand why in a fast, busy feed in social media, why if you have good imagery that represents aspects of your business or is relatable to your business and relatable to your audience, that it can help speak to your audience quite quickly. And it's one of the reasons why I try and help my clients get their brand right and get their visuals right, because once they understand aspects of the personality of their business and whatever, and they can put that on paper and do it in a way, the marketing gets much easier, right? So it's like almost sometimes it's getting through that part and understanding it, and also owning the personality and the energy of your business, not just about yourself, but what your business represents, the solution and everything you represent. So I'm going to talk about 3 things, common visuals, or maybe even 4, that are used today in social media to capture the attention. Because the first thing in marketing today, when it's particularly if you're marketing online, either through a website, through Google, so people are trying to find you, or you're advertising through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, visuals are very important. And in some ways, visuals can make or break your brand, because people make instant assumptions with colour. Now, even if you're someone who is a learner who's more about listening and words, there will still be a psychological impact that you will have, because we all see colour and we all react to the vibration, because the way even colour, for example, and shapes, whatever, if you think about colour, first of all, the way it hits the retina in a way, it stimulates certain things in the brain. That's why certain colours are more positive than others. Some colours are very stimulating, can raise the heart rate. Some can be very calming and soothing. Some can be motivating. Some can help us relax, right? So you get these kind of ideas, right? So the first thing we're going to talk about is just imagery, a nice picture. And if you, for example, are offering your business is all about helping people feel relaxed, and there's all different forms of that and to different levels, right? But you want the client to see the energy of the solution that you're offering, because the solution you're offering is relaxation. You're giving them escape or a way to come off the stress response. So if you're, for example, if you're a holistic therapist, while they're there, they are able to let go of all the stresses and start feeling that level of relaxation. So that's why nice relaxing imagery and images of how, you know, represent the energy of how they feel is how the psychology of marketing does, you know, works. Now, the reality is most spiritual market, you know, people who are spiritual they don't want to make out in their marketing or implying they're marketing anything that it won't, the benefits. So, you know, they want to be more cautious about how they are marketing, because we all know what it's like to be exposed to overhype marketing that promises the world and tends to under-deliver. So imagery can be a good way that captures the attention if you understand the solution and you know exactly who you can guarantee that solution to, right? Or what you can definitely guarantee. So if you think about images, images of people or your clients, or even, I mean, this is a generic one, but I would say to go for other things, but even people that are really happy and really feel relaxed after something is, like, you know, a good example. And images of, you know, for example, if someone's in pain and they can't do the run, and say if they were a runner and they had a sports injury and you're someone that helps people with that type of issue and they cannot do what they used to do, but now with your help they can suddenly do things again, right? You know, that kind of thing. So there's lots of ways we can do it, but it's choosing the colors and the images and the story that's relevant to your audience and will speak to the heart of your audience's challenges and the solution that you're offering. So you have to know exactly who your audience is and what so an audience, for example, that has a family, and if the solution you offer helps the family with their health and well-being, right, that may be very different imagery that you would use to someone that was maybe a single person and can't do all the exciting things like travel and live this free exploring aspect of or stage of their life. They can't do those things unless they're a certain wellness and whatever, have high energy, because sometimes it's about priorities and it's about understanding the lifestyle, where that person is. So the more that we understand that, we can put it in our imagery. The second thing is like memes. So sometimes people put memes, they put inspirational things, or you put memes with a message and a funny message, right? And they can be used in a clever way if you have, but again, an image that makes an impact. We've all seen funny memes on being shared on Facebook that get us laughing and get us really thinking, or evoke a memory or something like that. Things like that can be used again if it's appropriate to your business, right? The other one is infographics. So an infographics can be information, so a way to put information on a visual way, or can be used to look like tips and things like that. I use infographics for, I have a site that is for holistic health professionals, like holistic health doctors, and it's blogs, and I have some that's been written, you know, like vitamin D or fluid, you know, sorry, essential oils, right? And we've used visuals to describe the benefits, right, and the properties of certain things, and the vitamin D to show where you get the sources of the vitamin D. That's a good way to do an infographic. And infographics are great if you put them on a blog, right, because there's something that people can share and want to share. Because infographics, it's good to share infographics on your page because you're giving valuable information to your audience, and it's all about keeping engagement in your page and doing things in an interesting way that your audience will find it valuable or thought-provoking or whatever, right? So the other way is obviously videos, and of course we can turn up on Facebook the algorithms like, you know, videos, but it's not just about us showing up and doing videos, because sometimes that reach is not as high as powerful images of that represent calm. So a beautiful sea, calm sea, someone relaxing at the beach, no matter if you like it or not, sometimes people are taken in by more of this than what we're actually saying, because what they're captured is that imagery is they're sitting maybe at their desk, they're exhausted, or sitting at home going through their phone, they're feeling exhausted, they're yearning for a holiday, and they see this nice calm sea, or they see, and that's the reality of what people engage in, right? Of course, you want to show up and you want to represent an aspect of you, right? But again, it has to be content that is relevant and it solves a problem, is a solution to the issue, right? Or you get them thinking more deeply about something, right? So visuals are really powerful because they mostly tell a story if you do it the right way. You could do a picture or a photograph, for example, can say 1,000 words, right? Very quickly, right? By just looking, you notice, you're sensing the colours of the day, the weather of the day, if it's someone that's standing there, how they're standing, they look happy, sad, are they standing confident, are they standing shy, all these kind of things, right? Do they look vibrant, do they not, do they look healthy, do they look youthful, all these things. Even when we have a background, now I have to be honest, I'm not the most organised people. I might look at that, I'm definitely not, but I keep my back of my office space, and when I'm of course I try and keep that to not looking completely cluttered and things like that. So because the whole point of my work, especially when I teach stress management, and I've been a meditation teacher for over 20 years, is important that I represent aspects of what I offer and the energy of what I offer, right? It's not just, we can think about a brand as just us, but people sometimes miss the point. It's of course, there's part of you, if you're a healer and a coach or a therapist, but it goes to the aspect of so there's certain energies of us all that we use more in our work, and maybe use more with our family and other things. So there's certain aspects that are really important in particular jobs. So, if you're a counsellor, there's certain aspects of your traits that are going to be of more value to your audience, and they're going to want to know that, compared to maybe other traits that are not relevant in relation to what their needs are. And when you understand that, it can be much easier to create a good marketing campaign. So remember, visuals are really important. And if you're a bit slapdash with your visuals, or say, for example, you're not very good at creating graphics and it's a poor font and it looks a bit bitly, I know that some people kind of think, oh, it's another amount of money, but sometimes just getting a little bit of help to create, professional looking templates that suit you. And that's one of the things I'm going to be doing the Soul Purpose to Soul clients as a bonus thing, showing them how to create templates that are easy. Now, if this is something that you would want personalized templates done, you can book one of my you can connect with me and book what would be, I've got different sort of sessions. Mostly the coaching sessions are like you have to commit to a big block of sessions, but I do offer certain things like problem solving one-to-ones, where we solve a problem. We maybe look at your SEO on your website, or we look at creating and I'm happy to offer that because it's something that I enjoy doing. I find it very easy to do, and I can show you quick ways, once you've created the template, to create lots of content that look nice on and look streamlined on your news feeds. And we can always evolve and grow when we do that. It starts giving us more ideas. At the moment, I'm in the middle of rebranding just slightly. So I've put some of my marketing, particularly on Instagram, out in a kind of, how could you say, in a hold at the moment. But it's one of those things, we'll get there. It's like everything, we're all evolving. Sorry, it's because my phone's going. But remember the power. It's so important to understand the power of imagery in your marketing, and to understand that images help you stand out before the words. Okay, even if you're an amazing writer, it's, you know, obviously you have to have a good title, of course, as well, but a powerful image on your page can really grab the attention of your audience. And that's why it's important as well to make sure that you put images in your blogs. It's so important. If you add a featured image in your blog, it means when you're sharing your blog, that featured image, if it's put in properly, will go with your blog, and it's more likely to be clicked through. Okay, so have a wonderful day. And again, if you want to check out any of my products or service, join my Facebook group. Check out www.spiritualmarketingclub.com. Bye-bye.